Just two. One L, is it Michelle?
It's one
Not
of
a
them,
green
it's
sign.
fine, I'm so used to
Yeah.
it. No, that's okay, I just wanna make sure I'm here.
Sorry.
All right, we are live and recording, and we'll get started with the public hearing. Good afternoon. My name is Tom Condescenti, and I'll be serving as the public hearing officer today for the Capital Resource Corporation. Today, we are holding this public hearing to allow citizens to make a statement for the record relating to the involvement of the City of Albany Capital Resource Corporation with a project for the benefit of Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences and New York State Education Corporation. The proposed project seeks assistance in the form of the refinance of tax-exempt bonds previously issued by the City of Albany Industrial Development Agency with the refunding of approximately $8.5 million in bonds not to exceed $12 million for the benefit of Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. Copies of the notice of this public hearing are available on our website at www.albanyida.com and available upon request. Now, unless there is any objection, I am going to suggest waiving the full reading of the notice of this public hearing and instead request that the full text of the notice be inserted into the record. I will also note that general information on the corporation's general authority and public purpose are contained in a separate statement and will be entered into the record. Before we start the public hearing, I would first like to introduce the project applicant and ask them to make brief remarks with respect to the project. Michelle.
Thank you, Tom. My name's Michelle Bien. Thank you for having me here today. So just to give a little bit of background on the project, back in the mid-2000s, the college was experiencing some significant growth, and we looked to expand our housing on our campus. In doing so, we had engaged with Collegiate Housing Financial Foundation to assist us with this process. As part of that process, we created the first project, which increased the college's housing for our students by 177 beds. As part of this, we issued a bond, or the CHF project issued a bond of $12,780,000 in exempt bonds and $330,000 in taxable bonds, which were secured by a letter of credit. The college leased a portion of its facility to CHF to develop the student housing project. The next year, we still needed some additional housing, so we expanded by another 124 beds, utilizing another project through CHF called CHF Holland Suites 2 project. This comprised of $6,495,000 exempt bonds and $240,000 in taxable bonds. These bonds were also secured by a letter of credit, and there was a lease for that portion of the facility as well that they entered into with the college. In June 2022, we found that we had an opportunity to potentially refinance the debt because the letter of credit was expiring, as well as the swaps on the project. So this would enable us to more efficiently run the facilities and roll them into the college's operations. So our plan is to refund almost $6 million of the outstanding 2007A CHF Series 1 and 2.695 of the 2008A CHF 2 bonds, or a total of almost $8.7 million. In addition, with this project, there would be a termination of the existing leases. The improvements would revert back to the college's ownership, and they would come under the management of the college. So we are requesting a Series A tax-exempt bond of approximately $5.8 million, excluding premium, and taxable Series B of $2.9 million, with the total estimated to be at around $9 million. The purpose of the 2022B taxable bonds is to finance the unamortized lease payment that the college received up front when we did the original deal.
Thank you. I will now open this public hearing. The time now is 12:07 p.m. Per the notice of this public hearing, the public was encouraged to submit written comments prior to today's hearing. I will note for the record that we received no written comments prior to the meeting today. A record of this public hearing will be prepared and reviewed by members of the corporation in connection with consideration of the proposed project and the issuance of bonds. A copy of the record of this public hearing will be presented to the mayor of the city of Albany. At this time, I would like to ask if there is anyone here who wishes to speak on the proposed project, to comment on either the nature and location of the project facility or the proposed financial assistance, including the issuance of the bonds and the potential granting of a mortgage recording tax exemption being contemplated. Seeing none, we will pause the transcription of this public hearing until approximately 15 minutes has passed from the time the hearing was scheduled. Thank you.